Hey, yo. What's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast where it's up and it's stuck. Hey, week. You know what I'm talking about? Hey? Before we do anything, y'all already know the vibes. We got to do +1 on all the plats. Yes, sir. +1 on all the plats.
That was lucky.
If y'all saw what they did a double punch.
Yeah.
Because we want you to get all the notifications when we go live, when we put up content. Anything that we punch to y'all, yeah, we want y'all to get, hey, yo, that's wild. Yeah. That's wild. So just keep in mind, every single week you show up because we are a pop culture podcast. We do some hilarious takes to some things happening around us. We get some information from you guys, the Sims, which once again, thank you for the engagement. We try to get you unstuck when you give us your Stucky situations. And at the end of all that, we wrap it up in a pretty bow and send you on your week. But you know I keep the fan with me.
Keep them.
It's Higher Ed Fred in the building. What's up, JB?
Higher Ed Fred, what's up?
Yes, sir.
Higher Ed, it's
You know
your
what I'm
boy. But B Wood Cubs.
Oh my God!
Hey, we're here every week. +1 on the plats. Pop pop.
Double touch.
+1 on the plats.
You know what I mean?
You know I'm the resident unicorn.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
I am Corey from Corey's Corner. This is my pup Perry, who seems to be a little tame this week. Stuck with Perito.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you already know what it is. This is the family.
I forgot, bro. I'm keep messing up. You know I gotta set the vibes.
Oh,
I like
yes.
Oh, this one's good too. This one's a little clean too. This is called Island Moonlight by Opal House.
That looks like it smell like Fabulous.
It kind of
Fabuloso hit on the
smells
stove.
clean enough.
Hey,
You,
you
know
put
what
that
I'm
on the
saying?
stove right
Smells
there?
clean enough, you know what I mean?
I like Fabuloso.
Hey, shout out if you grew up in the hood and you put the Fabulous on the
in the
stove.
sink?
Come on, no, on the stove.
On the stove
Oh,
to let the whole
stove.
house smell.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna cap. One time in college, I put a mug in the microwave that had rubber in it. Bad idea.
You let kids at home.
Yeah, and we put pine sol and Fabuloso in the sink and then everything else to make it sound like smell like that. We probably poisoned ourselves, but it worked. It smelled good.
Yeah, so
Good poison.
Stuckies, if you're listening,
Chemical
don't do
poison.
that. That's really bad.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was terrible. Do not do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly, bro. But we do this every week, man. I gotta talk about a Stucky recap. Like, we gotta figure out what we're stuck on this week. There's a lot. I wanted to throw in a couple wrenches, but I want to see what y'all on.
Dang, man. I'm not even gonna cap. If I'm being honest and vulnerable, what had me stuck this week was work. I had been nervous to have a conversation with somebody, and I had that conversation. I got unstuck by just doing it.
Stucky!
You know what I'm saying? Like B Wood would say, you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Black or white. So I said, hey, let me just go ahead and now I'm not anxious no more. Also,
I'm delivered.
I got something for you, B Wood. I was I was looking for Christmas lights because it's that time of the year. Christmas time is here. You know what I'm talking about? And I seen this and I thought about you, so I was like, let me grab it for him.
Call me
Merry
Moms.
Christmas.
Were we doing an unpack right now?
Yeah, unpack
Yeah,
it,
do
man.
it, bro.
Unpack it. Yeah,
Doing
open
an
it up.
unboxing.
ASMR.
For the win. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I
the
mean?
win.
Come on, put up to the mic, ASMR.
You know, my grandma, when she used to give me gifts, it was...
Never.
Oh, I thought I was doing a video. My bad.
Hey, stop playing. It was never.
I'm on an Omega overload.
Yo.
Hey, that's lit, boy.
It's an ornament for your
See,
tree.
hey, if y'all need to watch the episodes because we said the small things, the little things is what matters.
That's right.
It don't have to be big time. I don't have to preach to him. Come on, Stuckies, we got presents, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Turn
Show
up.
on, bro. What is it? What do we get?
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we gotta
Listen,
do it.
you could have just held it up and I
You
could have
seriously
zoomed in. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Not the Hershey wrapper.
Oh,
And for
my
those who
gosh.
don't have cameras, what is that you have?
Hey, what is that little thing that we do? On my booty.
Oh my God.
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
Jeez Louise.
Hey, yo.
No, Jesus.
Plus one on that ad.
Whoa! Hey, no, I appreciate that. Corey's Corner
Yeah.
coming in with the presents.
Much love you, boy.
Now I got to give him one.
No.
Oh, really?
What's
No,
the
so
ornament?
here's
What's the ornament?
It's a
Bro,
TikTok.
yeah,
ornament.
it's a TikTok. But the cool thing about it is like I'm locked in with the content creation. Is TikTok. I'm pretty decent on TikTok. Got the phone with it. And I got a Cowboys tree that's going to fit perfect with this. It's an all-white tree, almost like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's lit. No, I am a firm believer. If you give a gift or even money, if somebody's asking, it's a donation. It's from the heart you should not. I'm never asking for reciprocity.
That's right.
That's from like I saw it. It reminded me of you. I thought it would be a cool little gift to have hang on your tree.
Reciprocity, a big word, boy. The only time I heard
But you
that
hit
was
it-
Lauren
you hit it
Hill.
perfectly.
I know you
Yeah.
did.
You hit it perfectly. Hey,
Not Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
hey, but
that
what
was-
y'all just saw was black love amongst men, black men,
Yeah.
by the way. That was kind of cool, by the way. Nice moment.
Come
That was a
on.
nice moment. A lot of people don't get to see
Going
that.
right on the tree, I got proof.
Yeah, right on.
What you stuck on, bro?
Honestly, bro, I'm still stuck on Thanksgiving leftovers.
Nah, you still
I'm still
eating
smashing on
Thanksgiving
them bad
my
boys.
God.
If you're eating Thanksgiving
How are those still
leftovers right
edible,
now,
bro?
It's ER, bro.
He
Freezer?
froze them. He froze them.
Oh, you froze them.
Yeah,
Okay, I was about
come
to
on,
say.
bro. It's done.
Hey, somebody came out one time and told me, "Oh yeah, you can freeze dressing for a month, bro. Get your fat head."
First of all, surviving for a month? You're wild.
He told me
thing
that. I
gone.
immediately would have just like, bro, get your fraud out.
Bro,
nah,
that's nasty.
yeah,
For a
a
whole
month?
month?
Yeah, you're wild, my
A
boy.
month is wild.
I get it, but
I mean, you can, I'm sure, but why?
But why?
Also, why don't you just eat it? I don't know.
Stucky's out. But I'm telling the truth. I'm still eating leftovers. So anyway,
Yeah,
what
hey.
you stuck on? Don't blame me. Don't. What's that word?
Cancel?
Yo, don't cancel me.
Don't cancel
Real
me.
talk. Don't cancel.
Hey, that's funny because they might.
Bro, wow.
Low key.
Be Will
Hey, you
Cooks?
already. Hey,
Be Will
remember,
Cooks?
Whoa! Don't give out my tag.
you just got
Whoa.
your black card back. Whoa.
Bro, we need to get one of those from the TikTok.
Hey, I got the ornament power. Oh.
There you go. I'm stuck on. I'm also stuck on work, but for me, it's just like the end of the year slump. You know, work
yeah.
and education. So the last 2 weeks,
Higher
like,
ed crazy.
it's ridiculous because of finals. People, students tend to act up and act wild. So my caseload is
Crazy.
climbing. But at the same time, I'm like, why can't we just do it to where the semester ends at Thanksgiving?
Well, I
Honestly,
would like for that to happen.
I would love
everywhere.
that. Get the whole.
Yeah, work
And I, to be honest, I would even come back to work for like a week and a half
Right,
to
if
close
there
up the
was no
semester.
students.
But with no students,
Bro, them we and I love being with the students. It's a long haul for us. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. When them students leave, you get that 1 week with the students gone. It is glorious because there's
It's the
so
best
much
week
work
ever.
that you get to complete. Because when the students are there, you think you're gonna complete work, but every day's a new day.
yep.
Yeah.
So it don't
New
really
reports
be happening.
coming in,
Right.
Stuff keep adding on. When the students is gone, you get just what's
Just
there,
work,
and then you just
yeah.
knock off that list, and
Man.
nothing gets added. It's just list down. So
Man.
that's what I'm stuck on. It is what it is.
Where you at?
Well, I can tell you. I mean, it's not much different in the corporate space.
For sure, just different times, right?
Yeah. Well, that is.
All right,
You're dealing with. So when you all say students, it just makes me chuckle because I'm like, it's funny we look at them like they're younger, but
They're
when you're
clients.
dealing with adults, to us, it's just like you're dealing with coworkers and adults, right? But for me, this time of year in corporate spaces, like people check out. A lot of people on vacation, they go
Right.
home. They, so all the stuff you want to get done can't get done. But that's not what I'm stuck on this week.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was.
No. I'm just agreeing with y'all about how I can play in different
Yeah,
places for sure.
definitely.
But honestly, I'm stuck on the fact that we got to get 1,000 subscribers. So that's number one.
Oh, we're gonna be
Plus
there.
one on the
Double
plate.
punch.
Yes.
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna get there for sure.
Plus one on the
Climbing.
plats. That's number one thing I'm stuck on.
We
Number
appreciate
two,
you. That's there.
Yeah.
Like,
For listen, every single, and Brian can tell you this, every follow, every comment, every like, every whatever, I see all of it. I'm paying attention to every one of y'all, and I appreciate everything y'all do for us. But we trying to get to 1,000, so keep sharing. Keep sharing.
100%. Like Jay-Z said,
Yeah.
life's all about progression. Loiterers should be what?
What? Man, come on. Arrested.
Arrested.
Hey, but there's a deep meaning.
I know.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to tap into it.
No,
I'm like,
not,
Corey,
not,
usually
you know
going
what
to the
I'm saying?
whole.
You know what I'm
we trying to
saying?
get to
Jay-Z,
that.
that's
Yeah.
my guy. That's a whole nother
What's the
segment.
Stucky
We could do,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really just
Stucky
stuck on
songs.
growth, man. If I'm honest, like I said, God's been so good recently, man, and seeing things moving around me. I'm just stuck on looking up right now because I can't like.
He's so lit about December 2nd. We ain't gonna give you no information.
Yeah,
That's what he
no.
really lit about.
No,
I'm
there's-
just get
there's-
to the point.
There's more. There's more.
Oh, okay.
There's more. It's way bigger than that. But yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot more coming.
peer, oh, peer, peer, peer.
You know, I just wanted to not be in any more Stucky situations.
Stucky situation.
I mean, hey, that was a good transition though.
It was.
That was a good transition though.
Once again, hey, this is like 4 weeks in a row, guys. By the
Yeah,
way.
y'all hit
What
that.
episode is this?
Y'all hit that.
Episode 9. Man.
11
Episode
more to
9.
be real.
Yeah.
All right, so for our Stucky situation, we
get
have a
unstuck.
submission. All right,
Oh, okay.
and it goes a little something like this.
Who
Hey,
was the man?
Stuckies. Stucky. All right, it says, I hope this message reaches you well. So here's the deal. I'm a college freshman, and I'm struggling with this whole conflict and confrontation thing. It's like paralyzing fear that's been holding me back from speaking up in class or addressing issues with friends You know, we've all been through that some way, shape, or form, right? I know it sounds cliche, but it's real and it's messing with my college experience. I'm dropping this anonymously because honestly, admitting I'm scared of conflict is kind of embarrassing. But I figured, hey, maybe there's something out there, or maybe there's someone out there who went through the same thing and can share some wisdom. How did you get over the fear of saying what's on your mind without feeling like you're about to implode? Did you have any tricks or strategies for handling confrontation without breaking into a cold sweat? I could really use some advice from someone who's been there and done that. Thanks a bunch for letting me spill the beans anonymously. I love the show, and I'm excited to hear any nuggets of wisdom you can throw my way.
Listen,
let Corey go first.
Before we get into,
I gotta give him this.
My bad. Go ahead.
So shout out to Lost Freshie 23.
Shout out to Lost Freshie.
Lost Freshie. You put the name out there.
Yeah,
What's
I
up,
thought
baby?
anonymous. Then he gonna say Lost.
I'm gonna assume
Lost
that
Freshie is.
I'm assuming
That's
this
probably,
person,
you know
like,
what?
he
be a
just
moniker.
created it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a slap on my behalf.
Listen, I'm having a real paranoid moment real quick, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Bro, check and make sure these recording. Even though I know I pressed it, in my mind is wrecking my brain.
Hey, I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just wrecking my brain. I know I did. It should be good to rock. And right now, you know what I mean? If
We hot.
Oh, then we're good. Then we're good to rock. Then
If it's up,
It's stuck.
you know what I'm saying?
He's with the.
That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what's happening right now.
Just to show y'all, this is the real deal.
yeah, this is wrong.
All right. So, Mr. Lost Freshie 23, which is kind of tough. Sound like a Call of Duty name. Hope you're not out there using the hard ER. But anyway,
Whoa.
I'm a college freshman. I'm struggling with the whole conflict and confrontation thing. Here's the thing. I know you said it sounds silly to admit that you're scared of conflict or whatever. It's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. That's how simple I can make it. I know that it may feel that way, and I have a lot of conversations with people about this. How you feel and what is the reality are not necessarily the same. You can feel in danger and not be in real danger. So
Facts.
you can feel embarrassed, but in reality, here's what you have to recognize. If everybody else is also afraid of conflict, is not everyone embarrassed? Which then negates the fact that it's embarrassing because everybody's embarrassed. So that means nobody's embarrassed, right? So you have to think about it that way. You don't have the skill set right now, and that's okay.
Takes time.
To confront people, to have that conflict, because most people think that conflict is always going to end in negativity, and they're not coming from a positive mind state. So they think that when the confrontation is done or the conflict is done, then there's always going to be negativity. What I would suggest is continue to push yourself, not only on campus and in class, but even around your friend circles. If you're playing video games, try to work on some confrontation then and some conflict there. And every time you get into conflict, think through how you can spin it positively. And in that way, you'll have a more positive approach to when you approach these conversations and conflict. So it's just going to take, like Matt said, it's going to take time. I probably didn't learn that lesson until I just said earlier in the episode, I was scared to have this conversation.
Yep.
Ooh.
I just said that. But what I had to do, I do it anyway.
And then how you feel after that?
I mean, I felt great. I felt great in it.
Yeah. As soon as you
Just
start
once you
talking,
get
it's
started.
like you release. But
You take that deep breath.
yeah,
You prepare for it. That's the other thing, too. The reason why I didn't feel as nervous is because I was very prepared.
That's
I knew
right.
what I was going to say. I knew what I wanted to say. I knew if there were going to be rebuttals, what he was going to rebut.
that's right.
And I had answers for all of that. So I was very prepared. So, I was good to rock. But that's what I would say.
Black and white, what you got?
I really don't have an answer. The reason why I went to Corey is because I want to focus more on the speaking up in class. So like that's more of like a public speaking thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's why, and I think Corey put on his story a long time ago talking about like 60% of America's scared to public speak or something like that.
It's more. It's actually the number
Probably
one
higher.
fear for most people is public speaking.
And sometimes I'll be on my camera and I'm just giving you pure honesty, Lost Freshie. Like I'll be on the camera by myself in my house and I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll have that fear. So I don't have any advice, only to say this though. Like this is how you get unstuck. If you don't speak up or if you don't do it, you're gonna take an L somewhere.
Exactly.
Like so I can't give you no advice to get over that fear because I still get through it. But I know I want to back.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't speak up and make these videos, I can't feed my family. So
Yeah.
I know I make Like to get me to do stuff or to get me to get out of my comfort zone, I make sure I pair it with something that forces me to do it.
There you go. That's a really
so
good tip.
other than that, I don't. That's why I said Corey just.
And I would also say, particularly in class, and Jeremy, you probably would agree. Yeah. You have to remember and keep reminding yourself you're in an environment to learn.
That's right.
So you actually should be speaking up. It's meant for you to challenge.
Well, that was going to be my point, is that we got to stop looking at it. We got to change some verbiage.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not conflict, it's conversation.
It's conversation. It's just,
we think it's conflict because it's a challenge.
Right.
Another C. Maybe I don't practice enough. And so when I get into these moments, I feel confrontational not because I'm angry or I'm just anxious. So I might not have prepared for a rebuttal, and when that rebuttal comes back, it feels like it's an attack. It's not an attack. It's just, I thought this through a little bit more. Or maybe I've experienced something that you haven't, and I can tell you the outcome that you haven't thought about. Or doesn't necessarily mean I'm in confrontation with you. We're just having a conversation.
That's it.
So to Corey's point, the practice was big for me because, like anything, if you get into the game, if you're not putting no practice up, it's too late. You get in the game, you're going to start fumbling, turning the ball over, making dumb mistakes, all because what? You weren't in the gym. So get in the gym. What episode was that? That was like episode 2. I said that way back then. Hey, boy, you want to overcome. And again, the base of all of this, by the way, for SG is what? I have fear.
Yeah.
So the way to overcome fear is to get in the gym. I'll keep saying it. Get in the gym.
You have to.
You don't know how to talk to people? Talk to people.
It's the only
It's the
way.
craziest. Yeah. I know it sounds wild, but this is literally the only way. You don't like swimming? Jump in the water.
Okay, don't
with
drown.
training.
I'm about to say,
you get the point.
Safety measures. Right. The point is you have to do
floaties,
the things that you're scared of, you still have to do.
That's the only way.
That's the only way you can get. And let's just keep it a buck. There may be some things in life that you will forever be in fear of.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to continue to live in it.
But that's also because you're making a choice to not do that thing. That's right. As long as you accept that piece.
Right. Or like for me, when it comes to public speaking, I enjoy public speaking. I'll be on the stage every year in front of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people doing my thing, and people will come up to me, "Oh, you command the stage. Are you not nervous?" Hell yeah, I'm nervous.
I know what point you're about to make. You're about to make a good point.
Like
you dropping that
of course I'm nervous, but we're going to do it nervous anyway.
There it is right there.
Yeah, we're going to do it nervous anyway. And because, again, you still prepared. It's just like a sport or anything else. You get to that game, and you're like, man, I don't know if I'm going to do good, but you know you're going to do good.
Man.
You're just nervous about what other people are going to think about it. But
that's because your focus is off.
Your focus is on something different. So just really, particularly in the classroom, teachers, and I'll throw it to Jeremy after this, teachers are going to really respect when you are actually speaking your mind, and because they want to see that what they're teaching, people are actually being challenged by. And when you're wrong, that's great.
That's right. Because
they're going to be like, you'll say something like this. Teacher will say something, you say something, and the teacher will be like, I'm not really going there with it. And then you might follow up with, well, help me get to where you're at. Because the way I see it is this. And then now you're engaging in that conversation with that teacher. And what the teacher sees is, oh, this is a student who wants to learn. And if you got to come back for extra credit, you got to miss a class, that teacher finna work with you more than any other student.
That's right.
Facts.
Go ahead.
I mean, all of y'all really hit the head on the nail. I'll say 2 things to this to add in addition to your statement earlier. At the end of the day, I'm a preparer more than anything else. So I'm going to play out that scenario as many times as possible. We all grew up with a mom who was an English teacher, so we all had to read the dictionary. We had to do all these things, right? So I can really forecast so many different ways interaction will go, especially in interaction with conflict. I can forecast it because I can think of the smartest word someone's going to use. What does that definition mean? How can I counteract that? Blah, blah, blah. I just think so far in advance of every method of outcome that this conversation could have. Do that. And you don't have to do that in front of other people. You can just do that in your head first, or practice it in the mirror, whatever you want to do. And then whenever you get in the room, like Corey said, whenever you get in the room and have that conversation, the second they open their mouth, you prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. But you have to be really preparing.
Like you said, you get in the gym, you train it, right? You prepare for it. Another thing that I would say is the public speaking aspect. What's huge for me is, like you said, I'm terrified. To this day, I'm still terrified to speak publicly. But I've created my own defense mechanism, which is to talk.
That's another good point.
So my defense mechanism when I'm afraid of talking in public or being in those confrontational moments,
chatty.
I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna just my vocabulary is really good because we had to study the dictionary, so I'm gonna just talk.
But it took time for you to be aware of that, right?
Oh, it took me a long time because
I
I would be trembling on stage because, like Corey, I have to be in front of thousands of students sometimes talking about what this law is. And students don't want to hear about the law. They don't care about that. They're just trying to hurry up and get to school, right? Yeah. But you got to sit there and listen to me, students and parents, right? Thousands of people. And I'm sitting there like on stage terrified. One thing that I still haven't gotten over, which I don't think I ever will, don't give me a microphone. Don't give me a microphone that I have to hold. You got to give me a headset, something that's pushed to my lapel because my hands will shake. Yeah. So don't give me, shout out to my boy Jeff. I'll never forget, I was at his wedding. And I was not his best man. I was one of the groomsmen, and I had to speak. And I didn't have to speak, but I chose you. That's my dog. I take a bullet for that, man. That's my dog, right?
Shout out to Jeff, baby.
What's up, Law
and so I'm on stage talking. I got a microphone in my left hand, and I got the champagne glass in my right hand. And when I tell you, I'm literally shaking so much. It's embarrassing. I'm shaking so much. I'm spilling the champagne on the microphone.
Yes.
I pushed through it, but the champagne got like this much left.
Yes.
Because like, I was terrified. That day I learned I'm going to push through my nerves. Just don't give me a microphone because I can't control my nerves like with my hands. But if you want me to talk, I got you. I'll talk through it. I'll use my defense mechanism is talking. You know, I'll just do what I can. So that's what you got to do. You know, even now, like I would never thought that I'd be on a podcast.
I was about to say, bro,
you
were in front of 10,000 people.
I'm introverted like a mug. So trust me when I say I breathe deeply into this statement from you and the actions that you just got to take to just really understand that sometimes you just got to do it or create your own avenues of safety. My safety is
making
my
yourself feel
defense
comfortable.
Well, I don't know, man.
Crack some jokes.
I personally,
that's a big thing I do.
That's jokes. Another one. Comedy's good.
I definitely crack jokes.
But some people aren't naturally funny. I would tell you from somebody who was very timid growing up, like, I was okay. I had friends. I was popular, but I was not like a boisterous soul. I wasn't like outwardly boisterous or anything like that. I just had friends, and there was one point in my life where I was a musician. I was a rapper. Like I never in a million years thought I would pick up a mic and be in front of people.
Yeah, Sir Thomas.
Yeah, I would never in my life pick up a mic and try to be in front of people.
Champagne popping.
All of that. But how did I get over it? I'll give you one more tip. And this is the only way you can think about it. It's about confidence building. I think that's really what this is about. Yeah. Remember, we're trying to overcome fear, get unstuck from fear. So to build confidence, the way I used to do it in my brain, and I still do it to this day. How many people have I sat in front of and talked to this day? Remember, whatever they're saying about you, because again, if we're going to do it, let's keep it a bean.
Yeah, keep it a bean.
Let's keep it a bean. Everybody's just worried about what people are saying.
Say.
That's what this really truthfully is. Okay. So no matter what they're saying about you, remember this. None of them are out there but you.
That's it.
So whatever confidence you feel like you're lacking, whatever confidence you feel like, how small is theirs?
Yeah, they're not doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
They take notes, face ass.
That's what I'm saying. So even if I'm throwing it off right now and I'm screwing up, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all sitting out there watching me. So once I notice that, I'm like, y'all here to see me. I keep forgetting this. Y'all here to see me. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'm not nervous anymore. I can just do my thing because these people are here to see me, no matter how bad or good. You know?
And I will add one more thing. Be prepared to ad lib. Ad libbing is key.
Have that in. You got to practice on that.
That's what I'm saying. Ad libbing is a skill set for sure, but like you need to be able to pivot to pivot conversations, how they go or whatever. So ad lib, pivot, do what you got to do.
Last year, we were doing a segment for freshmen, actually called Corey's Corner, and the AV went out.
Ooh.
This was at a video that was like a 7-minute long video, and they were trying to get it up. Of course, I'm the host, and it wasn't working. And I'm across the stage too, so I'm not like they over there. I could see them like. I just went out of the stage and won it for like 6 minutes, and we made a moment out of it. Matter of fact, I had a student come up on stage, and he finessed me though, but it was cool. So he was like, I'm going to come up and... No. I'm a finesser, so I enjoy...
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
master finesse.
Yeah, I got out finesse. Like,
that's
bravo.
Real to you.
So he came up, and he was like... basically, I got the whole crowd to chant, like, to get him to come up and sing. And so he came up, and he grabbed the mic, and he was like, I'm not going to sing, but I want everybody to know I'm going to be the biggest YouTuber here at SMU. My name is this, everything. I said, I got finesse, but I say, here you got to go, because you finesse me. When you make your first vlog... You got to shout me out and put me in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did. I mean, he hit on campus too.
Yeah.
And people, somebody other day, I could pull up right now. This is no bull. My colleague slacked me the other day and was like, somebody just walked in and said, "Hey, do you know Corey from Corey's Corner's last name?" Because that's how they be known. But like, that doesn't mean I even enjoy being on the stage.
Nah, yeah.
My point is that you're going to be nervous. You're going to feel like it's embarrassing. But when you recognize nobody else is doing it, and they don't have the courage to do it.
If they did, they'd be right up there with you.
They'd be right up there with you, and they not. And you're never as good as they say you are, and you're never as bad as they say you are.
Yeah,
you're somewhere in the middle.
You're your own worst critic, too. That's another one.
Facts.
I just say don't be stuck and stupid, avoiding confrontation.
Whoa,
Because stuck and stupid is a segment where a person plays with things, finds yourself in a stuck and stupid situation.
Hey,
Dang, I messed up the situation part. Dang.
Bro, you was
Almost
almost
there, right there, bro. Right
Almost
there.
there.
Little
Right
Racing
there.
bit his ass.
Right when he got on that.
They must have said,
Boy, we gotta get them Eminem lessons, bro.
Boy, hit that fabulous.
okay, that's
Mommy,
enough.
That's my Eminem.
That's okay. All the hot side on me. Come on. All right, no. Okay, I did my research. In 1639, now we're gonna say in the 1600s.
1639.
We'll say in the 1600s.
They didn't even have toilets back then.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, now in the 1600s, there's a guy named John Winthrop. He was a governor.
Winthrop.
He was out here governing.
We're gonna call you Opie.
He was running the government and stuff. And he said two guys came back to him and said they were on the Charles River. They saw something that was just sitting there, and then it flamed up. And according to Wikipedia, Wiki, History.com, somethingelse.gov, that was one of the first sightings in America of aliens.
Boy, that was a Pokemon.
That was Charizard.
John Winthrop, what you talking about? No, but so I mean, is it stuck and stupid to believe in aliens? Let's
Man, it's
get to
right
the
up
point.
my alley.
Matt, get it off. We know you want to get it off, cuz. Get it off, boy.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this on the call sheet for weeks.
And Matt, that's funny too, because Matt got ET head ass.
That's literally why I want to talk about this. I'm from another planet.
Bro.
No, I'm kidding. Listen.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't know. I don't think it's stuck on stupid to believe in aliens, okay? All right. Let me start there. People believe. Never mind. I was gonna go a different route.
Okay, I'm about to get the X-Files.
Yeah, people believe. Yeah, people believe in way crazier stuff, guys. Like, they believe there's somebody out there that believes that marrying a plastic doll is the right thing to do, and that's true. So I mean, to them, that's their truth. So I'm not gonna judge somebody for believing in it. I'm not gonna call them stupid, but I have to say I have a Christian background. I have a biblical background, so I have to start there. I believe that there are beings that we don't have understanding of. I don't know that they are what we are to believe that they're given to us to be. So these things
that was a lot of words.
Yeah,
Man,
so maybe people are telling us that these aliens are coming from outer space, interdimensional. That may be right.
Maybe they've been here or they underground.
Maybe all of it's right.
So
all
you're
I'm
saying it could be
is-
more than just the green guy.
Yeah,
Of course.
ET.
So first of all, the term is grays.
Oh,
They're called grays. So shout out to my UFO community. I know y'all out there, my alien community. I know y'all out there. We're gonna try to.
I sure did like our alien post.
Yeah,
throwing
I
that
really
out there.
love that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
really
there's
grown
more
now.
than that. There's more than that. There's the government actually taking serious all these claims now from whistleblowers. You know, Grush is still being. There's a guy out there, David Grush, who's come out and he was one of the first initial whistleblowers to actually.
What's a
DK
whistleblower? What's that?
or DG?
A whistleblower is
I
a
thought it
person who just pretty much is spilling the tea on certain situations.
Yeah, they're in it. They're in
If
an
it's
organization.
government classified,
Time
they're the
out.
people
Hey.
who be like, "Oh,
Any
I read this
classification.
classified. I'm gonna spill it."
Stucky
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, Stucky you. The hood term for that is a snitch.
Yeah, it's a snitch.
What we gonna call
Yeah.
it?
But okay, it's the difference between murder and assassination, right? So when you're a whistleblower, it has to do with political things. Assassination is murder of a political figure.
What's that movie with Denzel that he
Glory?
No, the Denzel movie where somebody's a
I
snitch.
love me the 54.
He gives up the information on America, and he's running around and with the.
Are you talking about Manchurian Candidate? No.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I know. Anyway, we'll finish. I think it was Flight. No, it wasn't
like,
Flight.
Flight.
It
That
was
was a literal where he was flying a plane. Bro.
but no, he was. Long story short, he was giving away the information, and Denzel was the guy giving out the
Yeah,
information. on America.
if you are in a situation where you have classified information, be
Yeah.
it from the government, an organization that you
You're
work
a
for,
whistleblower.
organization that you represent, doesn't have to be the government, and you say, hey, this is wrong, this is happening, and it should not be happening against that organization that you are inside of,
Right.
it's a whistleblowing scenario. Yeah. So
it doesn't have to be political.
Right.
Yeah,
the laws are just not really built right now to protect folks who do that. So it's very scary. People don't come out and do it. David Grush just happened to be one of the first people that said, hey, and he's high ranking. So I don't think that it's stupid or stuck and stupid to believe in aliens. I just wish that people would have a core that they start from. Because I feel like the more you start digging around without a core, you're going to believe anything. You're going to start saying, well, nothing's real. I don't even care what to think about. Is this a hoax? Are people being led astray with this information? You'll go anywhere. So I say start with a core. My belief system is my core. So I could tell you, maybe they're not aliens. Maybe we know them as different terms in the biblical side of things. We call them demons. We don't necessarily call them aliens where I'm from.
Them demons moving fast, boy.
Hey,
got them Christmas lights on their little spaceship.
Yeah, no. Again, this is a whole Pandora's box to open. By the way, so I'm gonna let y'all walk through some of it because I can go all day.
Now you know how I feel when it comes to aliens. I feel the same way about the Loch Ness monster and Bigfoot. Not the Loch Ness monster, but for Bigfoot. When they start showing different type of aliens, fat aliens. When I see a Jabba the Hutt riding, then I'll start believing. Until then,
yeah.
And because here's the thing, bro. And granted, the excuse that people will always use is that they're an intelligence far greater than ours, right? Why do they all look the same? Do you think that if there was beings beyond the stars, that there wouldn't also be more beings beyond the stars as well that have a little bit more diversity?
Well, that's what I mean. What's your core? If you believe that aliens come from the stars,
I'm saying like we're a part of one universe, right?
Right.
But there are. I can't even find a word for it. There's so many universes, bro.
No, it's called interdimensional. There's 10 proven facts.
He's putting out big words.
Hey, there's 10. Let him say there's 10 dimensions. Those are interdimensional, same universe.
Nah, there's multiple universes, bro.
No.
Okay, fine. How about this?
Interdimensional.
How about this? We use this.
Okay.
We're a part of one galaxy.
I'll work with it.
There are billions of galaxies.
Sounds great.
Why do all the aliens that we know look alike? You gonna tell me that on Earth itself, all humans don't look alike?
Good point.
And all the aliens that they be drawn be looking the same. Big-eyed grays, as you say them.
That's right.
So until y'all show me, and on top of that, bro, if I did, let's just say if I did, here's my theory. If I did believe in aliens, the lease is up. Meaning they leased Earth to us and they coming back to collect. You know what I'm saying? They leased Earth to us. We not taking good care of it. And, hey, listen, the lease is up.
We caught the L, bro.
No, but see, that's why people believe that they're here because they're realizing, hey, y'all don't realize we're here.
Just give us better data. It's just, can I get to the point? The videos that you show me, they're always ridiculous. And it's always coming from what's the source? Here's
my question before you get into that. What's the source this is the question
I'm make us believe it?
Right. What is the source besides an alien landing in your backyard, slapping you in the face saying, hey, Corey, I've known you my whole life.
It's what Corey said that one episode when he was like, they couldn't get a better zoom in on Bigfoot. Like it's like, bro, it gets to the point you got to give me better evidence.
If I saw, and even with deep fake, it gets tough out here.
It does. It's very hard.
If I saw a political briefing, how they be doing, where all the senators get around, get to ask their questions and act like they're hard, of an alien, and the alien was answering the questions, that would be all it took for me to believe in aliens.
That's it.
But here's the thing, and again, I'm treading softly here because I know that not everybody knows all of this stuff, but. So they released the Mexican.
The Mexico, the two.
Come on,
the two in the casket.
Come on,
they put them in caskets.
Wait, that was a paper mache ET.
Yo,
what you mean?
That ain't like a paper mache ET.
No, what source are you bringing that from?
What you mean?
Who confirmed that it was a paper mache?
I would say it from my own eyes. I'm like, bro, that's a paper mache ET.
That's what I'm saying. So let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So the whole purpose at the beginning of this was to disprove what people saw. So including Neil. First of all, Neil deGrasse Tyson, my boy. Yeah. I know people don't like him. I like him, and I know you don't believe in God, and I still like you. We'll talk about that later. But
I ain't like people who have different beliefs.
That's what I'm saying. That's a whole other discussion. Yeah, but anyway, I really like him for a lot of reasons. But one of them is he is very logistical. He thinks about that first. That's his core. I took
his master class of how to think.
His core is science. We'll start at the facts.
For sure.
So people like him starting off questioning, no, that's not how science works. You don't get to just release stuff without including everybody. You know, if you want to say that this thing is real, let us test it. So what did Mexico start doing? Here you go. Can't nobody come back with nothing.
What you mean? Who testing it right now?
Look up the countries. Pull it up. You can Google it right now. Look up the countries that have tried it already.
Who is
Well,
United
we
States?
don't have
one
time
of
for
them?
that. But
United States, listen, again, rabbit hole that is times 50,000 right now if I go down this. But United States is not going to take the time to they're going to let they're going to let a more validated country come out that's bigger than Mexico, that's not attached to them, to come out and say that was good evidence before they do their research.
Would not Mexico also maybe have something to gain from tomfoolery?
Oh, that again, I'm saying prove me, bro. Listen,
here's what I'm saying is for me.
Yeah.
Why they always everything we always say that this existed or something else. If they walk among us, I can't get a live one.
But
why everything got to be dead? It's a carcass. Oh, we found this from 2 billion years ago.
That can't be comprehension though. We can't talk about that as comprehension basis. Why? I'll give you a quick one. The space. One of the biggest questions is how much do we know about space?
Very little.
Okay.
I mean, we know a lot, but also very little if you think about how big space is.
I'll give you an example of what I saw the other day. Somebody said, so to be able to answer that question, you have to first ask, how big is the ocean? Pretty big, right? Pretty massive.
And we know very little about the ocean.
Right. So the most we know about the space, let's say the ocean was the exact same size as the space. The most that we know about space can fit in a like 4 or 6 ounce glass.
Right.
And we're making presumptions based off of that knowledge about the rest of the universe and how
100%. But that's science.
happening. Right. So to go back to my original point, just disprove it. Like, to me, if I bring out something that is a quote unquote truth or fact to me, and it's right here and it's physical and we can touch it and feel it and do all these things you want to do with it, and I see it as that, I need you to disprove me.
Oh, yeah. But
I need you to show me that differently.
Here's how it's going to happen, though. And you're saying that people are doing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what they're doing is science experiments. Stuff has to be repeatable. So until that is done by, we're talking hundreds of times by reputable things. And we're talking the same type of test.
Yeah.
So now you got a test, you did your own test, you did your own test. We created a standardized test. What does that even look like to determine that this was an alien or some sort of foreign body?
But we didn't do that for vaccines.
Yes, we did. What are you talking about?
So we had hundreds of countries testing out vaccines to give us the truth behind
there
the
was
vaccine.
other people testing out vaccines.
Yes.
No. I don't want to go too deep. I'm just saying we didn't do this for basic. I just want to show people how we sometimes change it over.
No.
For a basic vaccine that we had to take to get to herd immunity during COVID. I'm gonna specifically talk about.
But I want to even get to the beginning of vaccination or inoculation in general.
No, I'm specifically talking about one moment in time.
Okay, go ahead.
So there were hundreds of countries that tested these vaccines.
Yes.
Hundreds of countries.
They were banning it. They were banning it. And
that's why they all had different vaccines too. The 3 vaccines we got weren't necessarily the vaccines everybody else got.
In other countries.
So you're making my point, which is there's properties inside of that testing that you can say this is real or not real. We can maneuver it the way we want to maneuver it to say that this is truth to us.
No. Because the difference in between the thing is that what they understood was that COVID was real. Now they came to different agreements on what they wanted to do with the vaccine, but everybody agreed that COVID was real. You see what I'm saying? The test proved that COVID was real. The tests haven't proved that the aliens are real.
So that's what I'm saying. What is I'll go back to the first source of this. What is the valid? So
like what is going to make that real? Like,
right.
What
so
is
how
that?
many countries do there need to be to come out and say actually they were right?
They would have. It's going to take.
It's going to take better videos.
It'll take like 10 years.
Oh, for sure. Right? I just want to know that, like, and this is something.
So for me, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're skeptical until you do that 10 years. When you come back in 10 years.
What about the 75 that's just happened and got proved by the government here recently?
About UFOs?
Yeah. What
is a UFO, bro?
Well, it's UAP now, but.
What is UAP?
Unidentified. Right.
Unidentified what?
Flying object.
Could an unidentified flying object or anything be anything?
Yeah, it could.
I don't understand that question.
Can it be anything?
It could be anything flying. It could be
an iPhone that dropped out the
so
airplane.
if you know about Arrow and the people that are doing the investigations, they have tiers.
So we're not
going to generalize by saying it's just unidentified. So there's tiers of what they are. There's unidentified that are unidentified, but not anomalies.
Are the true?
Okay. Those are the things you're talking about.
Are the majority of the cases eyewitness testimony?
What do you mean? A majority of any case on the planet Earth of any kind of anything is
that's not true.
What do you mean?
You can have evidence and less eyewitness testimony or something that happened, and evidence could tell if the crime was committed or not.
So if you're saying that there's something that's an anomaly there's more things in an eyewitness testimony to prove an anomaly. I don't know. It's an anomaly because there's not a lot of proof. There's just people that can see
you
things.
can have an anomaly of something, of a physical object,
right,
that we've never seen before, right? Somebody says I saw it, and then somebody says I collected it, right? I can study what's collected. So my point is, of all the UFO sightings, are most of them eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, okay.
The science, even from Neil deGrasse Tyson, will tell you that eyewitness testimony is not reliable.
Of course.
So for me, these are the things I'm trying to give you for people who are skeptical like me.
Yeah, you need the scientific fact. But all I'm saying to you is, I again, this is about the core. If you have a belief system of something outside of physical facts, and again, we can break this down in so many avenues just really quickly mentally. I won't do that because we got more to go to.
Because if you got to break down facts, that means that survey for this next one ain't gonna work.
Nah, but nah, trust me, I don't want to do it because it can go down. I'm just saying that there's other factors at play on this universe besides science that's been physically or factually proven by human beings. There's other factors that are in play here. So if that this is the thing that always gets me. It's like, it's always okay to apply it in one part of life, but not okay to apply it in specific ones that make us comfortable.
But I would even say, yes, that is the truth. But I would also say that based on people's own perspective of their experience through life,
right,
is their own. What we're doing is we're a living science experiment,
which
right?
is all science is in.
So the thing, exactly. If a thing happens to me and a thing happens to me and a thing happens to me and I can't explain it, but one of the explanations that I have is that for my belief system, I recognize it's the blessing that comes from God. Yeah. That furthers my thinking. To me, that is what the science is.
So that's the confirmation bias.
That's my confirmation. Oh. That's what's literally telling me, oh, this is something that's real. And though it may not seem tangible to other people, this is a tangible fact to me.
Yeah. So I just use faith as a belief system of my own in other areas. I just don't know how to cut it off in every area. Like, I can't be like, sure, I have faith over here at a high level, but I have zero in anything else until it's proven factually. But it doesn't make sense to me.
But even when we talk about what's the biggest cursor to our relationship, our religion?
Faith. Precursor.
The thing that ties us to our religion is who?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, who has been proven to walk the earth.
Yeah. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so most people.
When was Jesus Christ proven to walk the earth? Right? What time were you there to?
No, but
I'm saying,
and my comeback was like for the alien thing is, if you give me more people that I know to tell me that they had an encounterment, because the vaccine, there were other people that took it. I saw it. I went to go take it,
and that's a good point. I'll take that too.
So that's the same thing with Jesus. Like, people are giving their testimony, so it's like you know what I mean?
It's passed down testimony. So that's a valid point.
So it's eyewitness.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's a valid point. So
no. I'm just making sure I understand the definitions here. So this is eyewitness testimony will make you more comfortable.
No. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh,
eyewitness testimony is still scientifically very non-stable. Is it?
No, I know, but the point was trying to be made about eyewitness, and then now we're saying if I have more people that eyewitness it.
But here's also the difference of something. Here's also the difference between Jesus eyewitness and a UFO eyewitness.
Okay.
2 people saw one UFO and 1 million people saw Jesus.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what he's saying.
I mean,
now we saw different things. Maybe I saw something like this. No, I saw something like this. I saw something like this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so many different accounts that it's hard for me to believe that it's just 1 or 2 people saw that.
I would challenge you guys to look up some of the aerial findings.
Oh, I probably will.
I'm locked into that.
Thousands and thousands.
Have you seen the movie Arrival?
Of course.
If something like Arrival happened,
that's too late.
I don't care if it's too late. We can't do that anyway. What are we gonna do?
No, it's not about what you're gonna do. It's just having the understanding, like knowing things that are around you. And this is for me. Again, I can't speak for everybody.
This man act like we bro. This is the greatest thing I can say. He want us to build a shield above Earth. If we know now, we're not gonna beat the Avengers.
No, it's not that, bro. It's not that at all. Like for me,
I'm messing with you.
If I'm aware, and this is just life. If I'm aware in life, I feel like I can navigate my life a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Like about anything, I try to constantly be in an awareness space.
That's because you like control.
Not necessarily. I want to get rid of control in a lot of ways, but when it comes to just, I have this thing. I have a family. I'm trying to guide them in a certain way. So awareness is important. Because if I'm like unaware, if I take a sidestep too wrong, I mean, there's people behind me coming with me. You see what I'm saying? So to me, awareness is important in my life, including in situations like this, because there's a lot of assumptions around this. If it's wrong,
Rightfully
then there's
so.
something that's really, really wrong, and we have to address that. If it's right, there's something really, really right about that, and we need to address it. And it's going to change the way I think about a lot of things. It's just the truth of the matter. It's going to reshape a lot of the way I trust certain things that are happening around me physically, and it may get me closer to God, make me look up even further. Who knows? But in reality, I'm keeping myself aware with this, and that's what I mean by
it's like flat earthers, and it's like really any big conspiracy when it comes to that, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think they stuck in stupid if we ended on that.
I'm about to say, because the way y'all were talking, I'm scared to bring up surveys.
No, bring it up.
No,
Okay, financial firm Empower, they came out with a survey asking 2034 adults, what will make them feel happy as far as a salary.
You can start it off, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead.
was
And they said between 400 and now I actually read the report. They said between 420, 525,000 with $1.2 million in the bank. This is on empower.com or the people that did the article.
Are these singles or like couples? Do you know?
No, they didn't say that part.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just breaking down like Gen X, Gen
And
Y.
did they say anything about them having debt?
Probably.
these are good
No,
questions.
that's a good question. That's why they're
that's
asking for
probably
that
why they
number.
need that one.
But it's
the money
Higher Ed
bank.
Fred. I'm laughing because this is Higher Ed Fred. This
Yeah.
is the guy.
Did they
you know?
say anything about them going to college?
Yeah, this is the guy. No, so really, I'm gonna let you get that off because you're really advanced in this. You've been doing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You've been doing this shit, talking mushrooms for a long time. Sorry.
Sorry.
You've been doing this for a long time, and that like making bread. I ain't gonna lie. That boy been having cars. I ain't trying to give you business, but you been out there salary boy. He's the salary guy.
They call him
he's
Higher
Mr.
Ed,
Consistent over here.
Boy, I don't know about that.
Consistently winning over here.
Two first names, Ed and Fred.
I consistently got bills. I don't know
So,
what y'all talking about.
but to feel happy, do you think 420 to 525,000, $1.2 million in the bank is that what you need to attain happiness?
I personally will say that if I had that in the bank and that was my life, I'm happy for sure. But there are factors that I don't know. Like that report needs to give more information of the people who they screen, right?
Yeah, who are you talking
like
to?
for me to see the validity in it, like, does it say that these are all 2034 singles? Are these 2034?
It just said adults. That's all it said.
Straight couples or anything like that? Like these are all factors, right? Who got debt? Who
Yeah,
don't
we
got
gotta
debt?
know what the definition of happy is.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Who's
But you
defining
really,
what?
to
But if
be
you got
honest, you
1.2 in
can't
the
classify
Right,
happiness.
happy.
Everyone's happiness is different.
Right.
100%, right? So what you are asking these people in this survey is, based on this number, can you be happy? Right? So like that's what I'm saying. Like the survey really, it's a good survey for an individual, but it is not a good survey to define the human race as adults.
Well, they
would
did
you
say
be
that
happy?
this person had a house.
Would I be happy? Would Higher Ed Fred be happy?
With no debt, with all
Boy,
this-
I'm smiling.
Okay.
I'm living the good life.
Mr. Tesla.
Well, but it is what it is.
You
But
gonna have
yes, I got a
multicolored
Tessie.
Tesla.
I'm gonna have every Tessie that comes out. But
Rainbow
what I'm
Tesla.
saying is,
he
at
will.
the end of the day,
He will.
yes, that would bring me happiness, because the things that I feel like the things that are making me unhappy are my bills, are my debt, are my limited ability to do the things that I want to do in life
Because you don't have the funds.
whenever I want to do it,
Right.
because I don't have the
There's
funds.
a report about that, by the way. I think Wealth shared that the other day. That the newer generation realized that money actually can include your happiness.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? Because vacation,
money is
everything
just
else.
a tool to the access to the things
The
that
things
we
that
want
would
to
make you
That would make me happy,
only because
yes.
they're attached to a dollar now. It used to not
used to
everything
not,
be attached to a
Well,
dollar.
there was another report that came out by Nobel Peace Prize winner Daniel Kahneman. Ain't never heard of him, but he sound big. Daniel Kahneman.
I mean, he
Nobel
won a
Peace-
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, so yeah.
He's a big guy.
He did a research and he said that having a higher salary does exert, or whatever word he said, it releases those happy endorphins. Like it actually
I'm
does
sure.
create happiness.
Yeah.
So that they were trying to backdoor that with it does create happiness having that money.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, but be honest. Come on, bro. I got 500 in the bank, or I got 1.2
1 to
in
2
the bank.
Yeah.
500, and they said a
forget
person
the
has a house.
500.
They
I
said
just
a
got
person has a
1.2.
house.
Yeah,
That's
but
what's in the article.
he has that person
But
has a house.
1.2 in a million in the bank, I'm gonna just say if you have debt, it's slim. There ain't no way you have a 1.2 million just sitting in the bank and you got debt because you got ACH everything.
Yeah, that's great.
But
You know what I mean?
I will say this: like, yes, you're not wrong for that too. But like, I'm the kind of person that would play the long game too. Like college loans, PSLF, we got 20 years
I got
to pay
4
off,
years
right?
left.
So if you got 20 years to pay stuff off, then I would create a bank account that would exude that 20 years.
I would
And if
too.
that's
I would
1.2
too.
million, that's what I
I
would
would
do,
too.
right?
I would too.
But
That's right.
But I'm not gonna like kill that money early because of like credit and all the other stuff.
Facts.
But also 500K a lot of people don't understand, like that's tax brackets that people don't think about. That's $500K a year,
That's why
but
I
how
said
much
you
of that
need
is
that.
actually
Well, yeah, if
500K?
it's 500, are we taking home? Because
Yeah,
really,
that's
if
what
it's
I'm saying.
500, you really probably only taking home 2.
Right, because the tax brackets, like when I moved down here, I got thrown into a different tax bracket that I was not prepared for.
But let's not forget the interest that 1.2 is getting in the bank.
It's getting in the bank.
sitting there
If it's
sitting
in
there.
the
at least make it
where
3,000-4,000
in the bank?
a
Because if
month.
it's sitting in a basic savings account, that,
Right, but
that
you
interest ain't
should
showing.
Below one.
Unless you have Navy Fed. Hey, please
Yeah.
sponsor us because I love Navy Fed. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
come on, we'll take that.
They
But yeah,
pay
you know what I'm
some
saying?
good
Like, I
interest.
mean, everybody else, y'all can put in y'all's 2
No,
cents to that.
I mean,
but like,
$500,000 in cash, cash
1.2 in
flow,
the bank,
rather.
yeah.
Let me say that cash flow. Stucky University, look up the terms. Half a million in cash flow and 1.2 in the bank. I don't care how you
crazy.
cut it, bro.
I'm happy.
And
I'm good.
I know there's people out there that have lots of money, and I've even been around more than $1 million in a couple of years type thing. So it's not that I know that there's people that have money, but for even people that have money, I'm sure they wouldn't mind an extra $500,000 and 1.2 just in the bank, just there. So
Because here's the thing. Here's where we really get to. If you had those figures, would you be working the job that you are right now or doing what you want to do?
doing
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
about
Would
to
you
bring up.
you be doing what
maximizing
you
what I
want to do?
want to do.
Yeah,
what I
especially
wanna
if he had it at a time like he's talking about for his little, his thing he wants to do.
My point is that would be everybody, right?
Absolutely.
So that is immediately attributed to happiness. Even if you're not necessarily gaining quote unquote success from it, from your, people are buying your product, whatever it may be, you're still doing, you don't have the threat of if nobody buys it, I can't live. Right? So I'm just doing the things that I love to do. And I'm spreading that. Imagine the world, bro.
I mean, I'll be playing.
I'll be happy as hell, bro.
Hey,
the world
I'll
would
be
be happy.
playing
Just
flute.
the world in general, bro.
Wow.
I would be walking around.
I'll be walking around Dallas playing the flute. Oh, we still on that. My bad.
Can you
I
imagine?
wouldn't even know what to do.
We would all get much more. This is how
Much
incredible
more
it would
work
be.
done.
Yeah.
Not even the work, bro. We probably all get more sleep.
Oh, yeah.
100% buy our time back.
We would buy our time back.
Yeah.
We probably own our own stuff or whatever if we needed to. We get more sleep, which means we'd be healthier. We'd have time to exercise and do other things like that. We'd also have enough money to eat the correct ways.
Yes. Because
That's a
eating right
whole
is
nother topic.
expensive.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that, bro.
Yeah.
Cash frees up exercising time.
Oh, all
and
of that.
meal planning, meal
Oh, my
prepping time. Like,
goodness.
stop
Yeah.
playing, man.
Well,
So-
one thing we got to talk about though is they're in America, right? This is an American. This is an American article.
Survey?
yeah,
survey?
yeah, financial.
Yeah. So
power.
one thing we are talking a little bit about
leaving
something
Texas.
that's yeah.
Tell you
We're
that.
talking about a little bit something that's kind of like fairy dust because let's be honest, if you're in America making this type of money, it includes some form of management. Like you're not just making this; it's coming from something that's being managed and running. So if you're doing that work, you possibly will be stressing out more.
Right.
So, I
I'm
don't-
assuming this is
yeah.
the resident unicorn type of money.
Yeah,
where you
please
get
be
your
just
stuff.
unicorn money. If it's just like
Yeah.
coming out the sky,
No,
I'll take
because
it.
if it's $500K based on the work you got to do,
Oh my god!
I'll take
And 1.2.
I'll take the 120K type.
Yeah,
of
and the 1.2. You know, you
You
gotta
know what's
keep
funny?
up.
They said, what are we, Gen X or which one are we, Gen
I
Y?
know.
We're
I'm Gen
millennials,
Y.
bro.
We're
I'm y'all
millennials.
Z,
Yeah,
right?
we're millennials. No,
Yeah,
we're
they
all
said
millennials.
millennials. It's funny that you said 100,000. They said millennials would just take the 100,000.
I bet.
That's
'Cause, I mean,
crazy. You say that. They said we'll just take
Well,
the
because
100,000.
now it's a little bit changed, but us growing up, 100,000 was the
million.
But no,
million.
they said even with today's salary, they said
But
we would be
100%.
fine with just
I'll take
120 and just a paid off
120.
house.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro.
Yes.
For me, I made 120, and Katie made some cheddar.
That's
I'm
stupid.
fine,
That's
bro.
stupid.
Me too.
That's 10,000 a
I'm
month,
fine, bro.
That's stupid money.
I
That's
am
what people do in
fine.
oil fields now. They're making 10K a
Bro,
month. But like,
absolutely
but
okay.
I
But you're
agree,
used to
bro.
that. Don't talk like it's it. That's a lot of money. I
That's-
know it's
that's what I'm saying.
small money to you, my boy.
No. He's
I'm
saying
not
it's big
making
money.
120,
Higher ed
bro.
cash.
Nah, bro, not at all. But
All
look,
I
I tell
know
you
is
this
I'm
as a
good.
fact, bro. Like, I don't. Whenever we talk about people hitting the lotto, people doing anything crazy, or whatever, I don't even want the crazy high money.
Straight
Just
up.
just get rid of my debt and then let me live. Like, I'd rather be debt free and live off of what I make now.
Time out. If I hit the lotto, I'll take 8.
That's different. No, what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to be
I'm
that
never
person. Like,
working again.
you hit the lotto, give me 10 million of it. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a friend said, you know what, I hit the lotto, let me help you out. I choose what I want to give you, right? Or, I don't want to be greedy. Hey, bro, can you just pay off my debt? Whatever that looks like, pay off my debt.
No.
And let me live how I am now, just pay off all the debt, I'm good. But if you want to give me more, that's great. I'm just saying, what is my minimum? I would like to live a life not in
Debt-free?
debt
Yeah.
and then make my money how I want to make it.
Yeah.
So make my money, put away what I want to put away.
You want to live like the people who you see right now when they be like, they be doing stuff like, and then people will say, well, they ain't got the debt. How they doing it? How can they afford that? They don't got the debt. They had a gift from their parents or somebody else in their family. They came.
I'm trying to make some real scratch. So I love that. That's the only way to win. Yeah. Like I'm trying to get it in, like use somebody else's credit. Like,
well, that debt's different.
That's different. Yeah, I'm talking about personal, not business debt.
You talking about stuff you taking on already? That's different than the credit.
That's different.
That credit debt. Hey, let's do it because I'm trying to run it up. We trying to play games.
That's a whole different ball game when you get that American Express.
But I mean, even if you know what I'm saying, that's just it's such a wild system because like anyway, I won't even go on a tangent for that. All I'm saying is if I ever hit the lotto, everybody getting paid.
And I'm gonna say a side note. Hopefully, like somebody that runs like some like government officials or whatever watch our podcast because these two boys right here been working in the school district or college.
Higher education, bro.
Higher education for
mighty long time.
That to me, this is my personal opinion. I'm gonna make it quick. I feel like that alone should clear their debt.
Yes, bro, it doesn't and that should start from the beginning. You have a 10-year contract or a 10-year thing. In my opinion, I shouldn't have to make payments on my loans or anything like that. 10 years. I'm past 10 years, bro. As soon as I got past my 10 years, I shouldn't even have to do any application. I shouldn't do anything like that. I shouldn't have had to pay while I'm in. I'm worked for the government for 10 years.
Bro. It's the truth.
Knock it out.
Yeah,
like because you're gonna get a lot of people. If that was a true PSLF program, you would get so many more people working for the government and getting degrees.
Let's keep it a buck, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a thou wow.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't paid student loans in years. Y'all don't need that money.
Yes,
I'm about to say you still
y'all don't need that money.
You never thought of that. That's a good point.
I'm
always pro government, but that's a good point.
What other institution? What bank will be like? You know what? I mean, it's tough out here. You can keep the money and you don't pay me back for another 3 years. No institution is doing that, bro. So you don't
countries aren't doing it either.
Nobody, bro. You don't need the student loan money, man. Just do a little jubilee. Forget everybody. Forget everybody. Seriously, that's a term, right?
Because they're forgiving the money. They're forgiving $20,000
anyway, bro.
So why don't you
not
forgive
even
$100?
that? Not even that, bro. You said they're forgiving $20,000. Yeah. Once I hit a certain point, they're forgiving the rest of mine. It's gonna be more than $20,000. So you might as well get it off now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you do your 20 years, then
I only gotta do 10.
I have to do. I had to do 20. I
think after 5, bro. It's like
no, that's a lot. It's 10 years. Sorry,
it's 20 for everybody. It's 10 for if you're in the public service student.
Yeah.
Is it the NFL? Like you play in there 4 or 5 years, then they start your pension or something?
Yeah, you get vested.
Then that's how it should be. Like anybody that runs that side of higher education, y'all gotta, if they're working 5+ years, you gotta wipe it out.
Or if you work for the government, right? That's what
they should just fill out some type of form, put it in, and you should just.
We ain't even gonna talk about the forms.
We're returning our education back to the people and to the government.
Which, by the way, you gotta go through that to certify yourself anyway. So it's like it's part of the job.
It's what we doing. It would be like if you got into a corporate thing at like 16, where they're like, hey, we have this big company, we call it the Video Zoom, right? And then you start at 16 and you want to be the president of Video Zoom, and they pay for your education to get there. They pay for your training, but you got to work up through the ladders. And once you graduate, when you come back, you're gonna work for us. We got you on the contract for this many years. That's how you're gonna pay us back. That's how it should be.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you right now, and people will move on from this, but you tell me if it's different for you. I paid for years before we went on a pause as much as I can on my student loans, and them hoes went up $15K.
What?
Yours?
This is real?
Bro, I paid the max that I could. I'm literally up until the pause, I would live paycheck to paycheck just because it would take the rest of my money out. And I think it's up to 30 for me.
Up, bro.
30K.
And people be like, and it's crazy. People
it's adding
consolidate. I already did all that.
Yeah, I already consolidated. It's adding 894.
I consolidated, bro.
My interest
$21
is
a day.
$894 a month.
Bro, y'all got to do those videos like they be breaking down the check stubs. Y'all got to start doing those videos like not talking crap, but just saying like this is real life.
They don't care, which is why now I'm in the mode of y'all gonna get the bottom payment from me. I'm not giving y'all nothing else. Mm-mm. Whatever it is, the bare minimum payment is what I'm giving y'all until y'all forgive my loans. I'm not paying no more. I done paid the most I can, and my loans that went up $15K. Everybody wants to pay what they have.
What they can.
I buy a house, I want to pay that off. I want to own it. Mm-hmm. I buy a car, I want to pay that off. I want to own it. Mm-hmm. I get a loan, I want to pay that off. I want to own it. The student loan is the only loan that works like this, bro. Yeah. And check this out. You can't bankrupt that hoe.
No, you can't.
Come on, bro. So they know what they doing. And then we didn't need it for 3 years. You didn't take no payments. Matter of fact, you essentially was giving us money too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't need that money. Stop the cap. Let's move on.
Let me ask a question real quick. This is real quick. Would you pay for a Lil Nas X Christian song?
Christian?
Now, Lil Nas X dropped last night or whenever it was. It said 21 hours ago when I checked it. But he dropped and said, hey, he asked his fans, would y'all mind if I drop, some Christian music, if I go on my Christian era? And the comments were, is it Stuck and Stupid? Y'all already know where we're going with this. Lil Nas X is out there. Is it Stuck and Stupid for Lil Nas X to make Christian music? I guess, or for I don't even know what to ask. Is it Stuck and Stupid for him to make Christian music, or is it Stuck and Stupid for us to put him in that box to make him feel like he can't do that?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know which one
I only want to stick to the fact that he's made music videos in which there's devil imagery.
Yeah, that's where it cut me off. Yeah.
Some of that music good.
No. I'm not. I tell people all the time, bro. That first Lil Nas X album, bro.
That album is crazy.
Bro, shout out to Day Trip. Day Trip took it to 10, bro. They producers is crazy.
Yeah.
But people not, because some people don't like the Lil Nas X, so they're not gonna listen to it. So, hey,
Well, got bangers, boy.
Yeah, he got a lot of bangers, but no, I don't think
horses in the butt.
People get to facts. People get to change.
Yep.
People go through seasons of their life. So why would we hold him to any different standard than anybody else? I mean, Kanye can get her.
I was literally gonna say that because Kanye did the exact same thing, and everybody wrote in for that.
Yeah, my boy. But I would tell y'all what I
it,
told B Wood. Yeah, I love Ye, but what did I say? I say, hey, I gotta see more. Same thing with here, Lil Nas.
Gospel.
I just gotta see more.
Man won a Grammy.
Nah. I don't mean like that. I mean like, okay, I'm just gonna go all the way out there. Like you gonna play with like that. Like
no, for sure.
The imagery
what
is
you're
a
saying
little,
is what you're saying is as a Christian,
right?
You got to be in,
right? Because I want to see.
Because I got to hold you accountable.
Not only that, I don't forget me.
Right. No, you got to be accountable.
Yeah. Right, forget me for a second.
But
that's something that I want you to have the opportunity to do. So I don't think it's, to answer your second question, I don't think it's Stuck on Stupid to offer that man an opportunity to change his life.
Please do.
That would be Stuck on Stupid if you didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Especially as a Christian.
As a Christian, you can't do
That's
that.
why I love when Ye said, like, when he was saying, like, I got more hate from the Christians, right? Because it's something that we need to talk about.
Yeah, that needs to be addressed.
It's something we need to talk about. So, believe it or not, we have some of the most judgmental people inside the church.
Well, here's the thing, but it's because there's part of our faith and religion where when we talk about accountability, we often misconstrue, and we talk about this in Bible study all the time, we often misconstrue that our accountability is supposed to be for everybody, right? And we're talking about
that's right.
for non-believers.
That's
it's
right.
Not.
No.
It's supposed to be for believers.
Because that's where accountability lies.
Exactly.
Right.
So when he say he got it more from Christians, that's where he should be getting it more from.
Yeah, and I respect it. I guess what I'm saying is it opened the avenue to have a conversation around the judgment because we can have accountability, but we know if you're truly in it, you already know what it sounds like coming from the Black church.
Right.
It is not no accountability conversation. It's a whole 100%. Lot of.
It's looking down, holier than thou.
Using verses that actually are out of context. To blaspheme whatever's happening and stop it. So from that perspective, no, I don't think it's Stuck on Stupid. Yeah, give him a space to grow. What I mean is, that's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. Same thing I said about Kanye. Dangerous play. Love what you're doing. Yeah. Dangerous play. Just because you have so many eyes on you.
Be ready, man.
You're a shepherd in this space, and you're now looked at as a shepherd if you're talking about Christ, right? Because you got to think about how many millions of eyes look at Lil Nas? How many millions of eyes look at Kanye? Millions.
I don't know, bro. I would say, it's a dangerous play, but it could be one that, like, let's just think about it from a PR standpoint, a Christian PR standpoint.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
No, but I can't do that because I'm thinking about it from a personal soul perspective.
I agree.
So I'll pray for him.
Yeah, I'm sure we all are.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, we're gonna pray for him.
Do, and pray for everybody. Anything that Lil Nas put out, as long as it's not too far into too much imagery.
That's why I said the visuals. That's all we can.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, just stay away from that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the reason also why, like, I love Doja Cat, but I still haven't listened to Paint the Town Red the whole song.
Yeah, or I can't. I had to stop watching. I had to stop watching the videos, bro. It's
so catchy. Just know
that's it. It's catchy. Crazy, but like I haven't listened to that song all the way through because for me at my age and what I've learned is really specific, and this is no cap to everybody. What you put in your brain and what you put in your soul is going to come out of you. And that's for everything. That's them echo chambers we talked about last time. If all you care about is certain wing of politics, that's all you're going to see. If all you care about is BLM or something, that's all you're going to see. If all you care about is something, if you're a Christian, is anti-God, that's what you're going to see. So for me, I'm like, okay, I got to curate, recognizing that also I live in a secular world and I am of flesh, so I'm going to sin. I just be curating, like, some things I'm like, that's too much for me.
And make that decision. There you go. No, make that decision. And I like that point. Make that decision. But we're talking about, support here. Let's be honest. We're talking about support. He's not saying I'm going to make music for the house and I want to listen. He's saying I'm making music because I'm going to throw it out there and I want y'all to support it.
Would you support it?
That's what this is about. So what I'll say is I'll pray for you. I'm gonna listen to it because I can't lie to you and say that I won't. I like music too much. That's my thing. Like,
and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If they say let go and let God, then you got to pray and you just let Him. I really truly believe in journeys.
Absolutely.
And this guy can make this album and cross over. If he's part of LGBTQ or whatever he is, what if this dude makes this song and it saves him? Or he makes an album and it does whatever y'all want out of the guy.
That's right.
For me, I don't care. As long as you have a relationship with Christ, I don't care what you're doing because it's not my duty. My duty, just like you said, bro, the only thing I can control is myself, and I can control my prayer and my relationship with Christ. I can't tell this dude what to do.
No.
Like, so we gotta. I think Jeremy said that before.
We are assuming that he's not saved.
Right. Well, that is the wrong assumption because he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We assuming that he's not saved
because he grew up Christian and the whole nine. I mean,
that don't mean nothing.
Once you're saved, you're saved. In the theory of that, this is what he did. He grew up Christian, which is why he even showed the symbolism that he did in the music because of how mistreated he was in the Christian environment. And so, like, I think, like, we have to not really have to give him a chance because you can choose to listen to him or you can choose not to.
Good point.
But if you judge him for making the music,
that's what I'm trying
you
to
are
get
wrong.
That's what I'm trying to get at. No
he
judging.
can make the music all he wants. If you want to listen to it, you don't want to listen to it.
By the way,
that's up to you.
The Bible is slap full of people who have some judgmental and some sketchy
past. The world, pastors, everyone. There's so many different. There's so many different avenues for that.
Nations of people.
For us to for it's not stuck and stupid.
A lot of bad kings.
Yeah. Well, it's not stuck and stupid for that.
I just, again, personally speaking, to answer the question, I just will pray for him. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you can control. What else you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't
want to
go
knock on this door and go talk. We can't go talk to him.
I can't be like, hey man, make an album first, or go out. And
no, hey, wish you all the best. If you put it out, I'm probably gonna listen to it.
I'll be just.
I do love the attention that it's gonna bring to the gospel music.
Just as I did with Kanye. Just as I like gospel music. So if it's fire and it's, I mean, it might be somebody in the gospel space right now who's not really even a saved Christian, but they're making the music because they have the sound.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't
passing
know.
that judgment,
I know.
It's like, let's not start passing.
That's what I'm saying.
Down,
so
man.
like at the end of the day, the thing that I interface with, I don't know him.
That's right.
The thing that I interface with him is what he gives me, which is the music. And so if the music is something that is particularly something that I like as far as music based, but also is tied to my own faith, why would I not listen?
And like I know we have to close out, but like I said, it's just, again, he has to be, I think y'all said he needs to be careful with the visuals because he backdoored with comments.
That's right.
And the comments were out of control to some people. To me, I'm like, dang, you got to word it like this? So the stuff that he's saying, I mean, after the fact, y'all.
What do you say? Hold on.
No, y'all go check it out.
Y'all
go check it out.
Jump in him.
I can give you just I'm not going to say like the fully. I'll just give you a teeny tiny bit.
Because I'm like over here like, what he say?
He says, he backdoors and says, Christian music doesn't mean you can't suck no more.
Okay.
The two are not mutually exclusive.
See,
no.
So this,
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm just saying, like, when you
you
can't just come with, I mean, no, you can do whatever you want. It's your platform.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, when you're coming with stuff like that, like,
also,
be ready.
If we don't know, he's a master troll. It has been that for his entire career.
That is a good point. He is a troll.
We talked about this last week. We are assuming that the people consume. We just 5 seconds off, full 180. 5 seconds ago, we were talking about what you consume. So
right.
we're assuming that the people that are consuming these products, the visual, the audio, the comments that he's making.
Understand that he's a troll and he's not
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many people that don't understand that.
1,000%. I'm just saying me, I'm like, hey.
Well, we're saving you right now. He's a troll guy.
Yeah,
so
if
just
you're
let
paying
him
attention
troll.
to us, that's right.
He's definitely
Hey, I bet
huge
that Christmas
troll.
is gonna be.
But I think part of his trollism, if I was, from a psychological standpoint, I think part of his trollism is a defense mechanism for him.
Of course.
So it's a way to keep a lot of people at bay because you can't really hurt him if he's trolling you.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, be yourself. There's certain avenues, like I said before, if you're in the territory, you're in the territory. You're going to come out and say you're going to make Christian music and you're going to make comments like that. You got just, to Brian's point, hey, you know they're going to come with it. Like, you know they're coming with it.
Finish him.
But
That's right.
the way the business is, yeah, man, how funny would it be if he, because they would still have to classify it as gospel if it is what it is. Bro.
Oh, man, he'd be the biggest gospel artist of all time.
It would be so funny because then it's like
all time.
maybe it shows a glaring issue with.
Bro, Lil Nas.
You talking about the biggest gospel album of all time or artist?
It would be Kanye.
No.
Kurt Franklin?
Bro, let's be Kanye, when we talk about gospel artists, is not being brung up in the gospel space, bro.
Oh, 100%. He's not.
No, I was just talking about sales.
Well, he said Lil Nas X. He said Lil Nas X would be the biggest gospel artist. Like,
album.
That would be a nice album, but he still wouldn't outsell some of the greatest gospel
Kurt Franklin
artists
is
of all
out
time.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kurt goes
I'm about to
crazy.
say-
Kurt goes crazy.
Shout out to Kurt Franklin.
He
He
ain't
grew
touching
up
Fred Hammond. You know what I'm saying?
Grew up with us.
God's property.
That's right.
GP, oh yeah, Whitney.
Oh, yeah.
We got church. We ain't go. Anyway.
Hey, so break us out, bro.
I
All right,
promise
man. Get this
to
unstuck a little bit. The whole stuck.
Nothing but the stuck. It ain't over. Oh, it is over.
It is over. So let me tell you what's going on, okay? Your attitude, not your aptitude, is going to help you reach your altitude. Okay, that's a word. You know what I'm saying? As always, drink your tea, get your sleep, just be well.
If it's up,
Then it's stuck.
hey!
Stuckito.